Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you. Please enjoy.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another celebrity psychic reading, or the royal family reading. Oh my god, it's been so long since I have actually taken the time to do anything celebrity or Hollywood or world related on specific situations. I have been just working and resting, but I'm back. I'm here. Okay, I have to put my 2 cents in. I want to pull cards on the situation. We're going to be using tarot cards and astrology, and if I can find my pendulum, we'll grab my pendulum as well. But we're just going to be reading on the energy and the situation, okay guys? So let's begin. So let's start with I want to start with Meghan Markle and how she felt energetically having the interview. I want to touch base on that. Then we're going to touch base on Prince Harry. Then we're going to find out who said that. We're going to find out, we're going to figure out who said it, okay? A lot of people feel that the racist comments were more than likely said by Prince Charles or Prince William. Like, everybody's like, it's got to be one of those two, because how Prince Harry wouldn't say who. And I think I know for a fact he wasn't going to give away who said it. But when you heard the hesitation and sadness in his voice when he talked about Prince Charles and Prince William, something happened. Something happened, and everybody has their money on those two saying the racial comments. So yeah. Oprah's expressions was just killing me. With Oprah, I'm like, Oprah, why are you shocked though? Like the reactions just had me like cackling on the couch. Like, so you really thought that the royal family was all inclusive? Ma'am. What made me laugh was like, are we acting like this is... Anyways, you know what? Let's just pull cards on it. It was a good interview. I will share more of my opinion towards the end. Let's just get into the reading, because I can talk a lot. Show me Meghan Markle. How did she feel about the interview? The King of Cups reverse. Okay. How did Meghan Markle feel about the interview? The Chariot. And we're using the Rider-Waite oldie but goodie, the original. I didn't want any other deck to read on this situation. The Six of Pentacles reverse. Okay. Show me Meghan Markle. Believe it or not, Meghan Markle's focus is not too much on the interview. Her energy is, I'm going to say what I say. I'm going to put it out there, and whatever people do with that information is entirely up to them. That's her energy. It's like dropping a bomb and walking away, not knowing how the bomb is going to set off. That's the vibe that I'm getting from Meghan Markle. She's not looking back. She said what she said. She's not going to backpedal, because you know how when people have like revealing interviews and people critique it, people have something to say, they normally backpedal, or they say, no, that's not what I meant. Meghan Markle is not explaining herself. She's going to say it one time, and whatever we do with that information is entirely up to us. How she sees it based on the cards here, her energy is more so, it is what it is, and I said what I said. That's her energy. It's no hard feelings. It's just, I'm not backpedaling. I'm not going to change my stance. I'm not going to change what happened, because I'm not going to be feared. I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to be bullied into retracting my story. None of that. Queen of Wands. Two of Wands reverse. We have the World. Yeah, because the World did see it. And last card, the Nine of Cups. So Meghan Markle, her viewpoint on this, she definitely feels very victorious in a way. She does feel like, I'm happy that I said my story. I'm happy that I spoke my piece. With the King of Cups reverse being here, the Chariot, the Six of Pentacles, the interview is going to be the least of her problems. I actually feel that it's behind her. Like, I keep seeing somebody walking forward. They're not looking back. And that is Meghan Markle's energy. She's not looking back. She's not trying to appease anyone. Again, she said what she said. Her focus is actually going to be her family. Her family and the well-being of her family and what's happening in her family. That's going to be the forefront of her year, like the first 6 months of the year. Because there is a lawsuit coming in for Meghan Markle. From what I'm seeing, based on the spread, based on the cards, if you read tarot, you could probably pull cards and you'll see similar things. You know, everybody sees things differently. But from what I'm seeing, there is a lawsuit coming for her. And the lawsuit does feel like it's going to be coming from family. Okay, there's a lawsuit, and it does not feel like it's from the royals. It actually feels like it's going to be from her father's side of the family that's coming up. There is a lawsuit that's brewing, and she is going to have to pay attention to that, because they're going to and what's interesting is it's like they're going to hire people that are against Meghan Markle. Like, they're gonna, like, her family, they're going to really hit below the belt and choose a lawyer that is pro the royal family, or pro, that's not what happened, you're ruining the royal family's name, how dare you insult the monarchy. So they're going to actually look for a lawyer that has very negative views on Meghan Markle. So that's brewing, that's coming up. It's something to do with emotional distress and what's the word? What's that saying that they use? Defamation, something like that. They're going to be coming after her. Now, interesting enough, do I feel that they're going to win? No, I actually feel that the case isn't going to go far, but it is going to make headlines from what I'm picking up on, and it is going to stress her out because she's not going to expect it. It's just going to kind of come very left field. So she needs to just be prepared for her family trying to do something very weird within the next couple of months. Now, with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands here, this is actually Prince Harry and Meghan Markle standing in their truth. They're standing in their story. I do feel that they talked about this. They talked it through. They understood what this would mean. Okay? Now, Prince Harry has always been rebellious. We're not going to act like he's like his brother, where his brother followed all of the rules and did what he had to do and did his due diligence and did his responsibilities. Prince Harry was always the one that kind of tried to break free. He never knew that he was trapped. Like he said in the interview, he never knew that he was trapped until he met Meghan, right? So in this reading, I'm seeing that this was his opportunity to distance himself, because he's been wanting to start over or start a life for himself, whereas away from the royal family. He's been wanting to do that. With the King of Pentacles, he's standing in his truth. And actually, Prince Harry, he stands to make a lot of money within the next 3 years. There's a lot of money coming in for him. There's actually a lot that he's destined for. I do feel that he's going to be making a lot of money. I do feel that he's going to be creating a lot of abundance for himself. That's coming through. Now, interesting enough, the royal family, I actually feel that they're going to be approaching Prince Harry. I keep seeing the Queen. I keep seeing that one of them, but this feels like the Queen. She's going to be approaching them at their home in the United States. This is happening 6 to 8 months from now. And the Queen is going to make a deal with him. The Queen is going to speak to him and say, okay, what can we do? And the reason why the Queen is going to have to intervene is because it's going to get worse, and it's going to actually be a domino effect. Something's coming out about Prince William. So now that the cat is out of the bag, keep in mind, guys, when one thing happens, I keep seeing dominoes, like falling. When one thing happens, something else happens. When the closet peeps open, you know, all that shit that's in the closet, all that shit that's in the dark, when somebody cracks the door open, we see a little bit. And then it opens more and more and more and more and more, and boom, we see everything. Something's coming up with Prince William. something to do with his marriage, something to do with infidelity. And this is not the first time that he has been accused of infidelity. Something came out a long time ago. Kate Middleton had a friend, and then now she's not friends with that girl anymore. And it was rumored that the friend and him were like, that was the rumor, right? But the family did a good job sweeping it under the rug, and we didn't hear about it since. We didn't hear nothing about it. But the reason why there's a lot of frustration from the palace, not the family too much, but the palace. So I'm going to get into the family, the palace, the people that run the palace, the institution. Okay, like they're like this cult. They're mad at Meghan Markle for this interview because they know that the rabbit hole runs deep. They have done a very good job and concealing everything to give the family, the royal family, a very good image. Because Meghan Markle did what she did, it's only going to cause people to want to look in and see what's going on and really pull in. Like, look, I'm doing a reading. Because of what Meghan Markle did, I'm doing a reading. People are talking about it. Blogs are talking about it. Podcasts are talking about it. People that are investigators, they want to seek in. Women that were probably sleeping with the dukes and the princes and all of that stuff, they want to see if they can get money. They want to see if they can get clout. They want to see if they can expose the royals, right? What's happening with Prince Andrew, which... You know, I mean, I'm happy that Meghan Markle said what she had to say, but arrest that man. Arrest him. Like, again, this is why the institution is upset. Because they know that it's going to go downhill from here. And they're doing their best to do damage control. Because this is the law. This is the government. Okay? This is the government. Reverse. All that energy is reversed. 2 of Wands reverse. They're trying to figure out how they're going to do this. The two, something's coming up very soon. Very, very soon. And the thing is, they have hope that they're going to overcome it, but 4 of Pentacles reverse. And then the Page of Swords. It's just going to be a weird year for the royal family where they have done a very good job in concealing things, but there's going to be people around them that want to shake the room. So they're blaming Meghan Markle for the negative exposure. Kind of like what Hollywood and what people of power do. They're like, hey, look at this shiny ball. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to everything. It's kind of like people of power, or when people know that they're guilty, they're like, oh, look at this crystal. Look at this. Look how pretty it is. Okay, I'll look at the crystal and agree that it's pretty, but I'm also looking at what you're hiding. You're not going to distract me. I'm not a child. I'm an adult, and I see you. All of us do. And again, we are living in an age where you cannot hide or play dumb. It even says it in the Bible. We're going to live in times where you cannot hide. So the fact that they're trying to hide still, it says a lot. It says a lot. It means that there's a lot more that they're trying to protect. Now, I have spoken about Princess Diana, may she rest in peace. I did speak on her and actually got messages about that. That's in a other video. I really want to focus on what's happening right now, and if I do get anything, I will let you guys know. But guys, feel free to watch all of the other royal family videos that I have done in the past, because a lot of those predictions are happening right now. Okay, a lot of those predictions are coming to pass. Meghan Markle, when it comes to her pregnancy, she has to lay low. She has to do less. She has to do less. She will have a good pregnancy. It's just talking about the delivery is going to be intense. So she's the type that would actually need, like, they're going to try to do a home birth from what I'm picking up. But she may have to go to the hospital. Very stressful. But she will be okay. God bless her. God bless her family. Of course, when you're considering a home birth, you always should have the hospital option as a backup in case something does happen. But her angels, her ancestors, they actually just want her to go straight to the hospital. They don't want her to risk it and do a home birth. And then she will give birth. And then she'll recover. And then all will be well. So let's see Prince Harry's point of view. The royal family is going to approach him. They're not going to do it right now. They're going to wait for everything to calm down, but they're going to approach him. And the reason why they're going to approach him is because, like I said, more is coming out about the royal family, to where the least that they can do is make it right with the prince that they technically exiled because he stood by his wife. That can be their way of getting some type of redemption, but with everything that they've done in the past, with everything that their ancestors have done, colonizing, all types of stuff. If you guys don't know your history, read into it. They would have to work centuries to repay back all that they have taken from Africa, and a huge spiritual debt, if you know what I mean, right? However, making it right with Prince Harry, because he didn't deserve that, giving him back his titles because he didn't deserve that, that would be the start of some form of redemption. But will their sins be forgiven? Everybody's sins can be forgiven. I'm not God. I can't say who's forgiven and who isn't. But will they have to work towards that and make it right? Will they have to change their karma? Yes. And will it take a long time? Yes. Because there's only so much that you can hide and try to get one over because you're powerful. Okay. You know, some people will stumble across this video. Oh, she's being disrespectful to the royal family. Nobody's being disrespectful to the royal fucking family, okay? Nobody's being disrespectful. This is a reading. And many people are saying the same thing. Many people are giving them the side eye about what happened to Princess Diana. We're not going to act like we don't have questions. Okay? You look at charts, you look at there's just way too much underneath it all. This is why everything's going to be coming up the surface. I have no bone in this fight. But when you do stuff in the dark for a long period of time, it will come out. I don't care how much money or power you have. It will come out. And this is just the beginning, like I said. So let's look into Prince Harry. They're going to be approaching him. Now, will he say yes is the question. But let's pull, how does Prince Harry feel? The Hermit. He feels like he's finally out, but he is really sad about what his family has done. He is feeling very judged, even though he's standing by his wife, and I respect that he's standing by his wife. He is very hurt by what's happened. He is adjusting. This is hard for him. As much as he wanted to be free, he doesn't know how to be free. It's like when somebody that's been in prison for a long time, they get out of prison and they're having a hard time adjusting to civilian world. That's basically Prince Harry. He's having a hard time adjusting. It looks like he's adjusting very well, but deep down it's like, I'm not used to this. Or are they really going to abandon me? I'm a prince, but I'm doing what I got to do for my family, but I can't believe they did that. A lot of sadness here. Okay? See, this is the offer. They're not going to just let him go. He is a prince. They're not going to just let him go. But they have to go through the backlash that's coming. The royal family has to go through some backlash, major backlash. And they're going to go crawling back to Prince Harry. They will crawl back to him. They will try to make it right. I keep seeing a conversation being had with Prince Harry and the Queen or somebody of prominence in a room, and Meghan Markle, they don't want her to be in there because they want a conversation between him and the Crown Prince, basically. It's like, Meghan, wait outside. We have something we need to say to him. Now, normally, Prince Harry will be like, you can say whatever you have to say in front of my wife, but Prince Harry also just doesn't want them around Meghan. So it's like Meghan's going to have to... I keep seeing him say, it's okay, I can handle it. And I don't feel like Meghan is going to argue with that. It's a conversation being had. The High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess reversed. The Hangman. They're going to give him a decision to make. The Hangman reverse. They're going to give him a decision, and normally the Hangman is like being still and not knowing what to do, not knowing which route to take. But it's like they're not going to give him that much time. It's like, make a decision fast. Figure it out. 8 of Cups. But the offer doesn't feel like Harry is, because by the time they come, because here's the thing, if they try to come back to Prince Harry now, Prince Harry will be very happy with the deal. They will just keep it quiet, and then a year later they'll say, the royals are back in the palace, but they have new terms and they have more freedom. Yay! Like, they will not make the news this year because of the interview. It will just be like, wow, so y'all did the interview to cry and then y'all ran back. They would wait a year until they make it known that they're going to still do their responsibilities and he got all his titles. They're just not going to be full-time royals, which is all that Harry wanted. That's all that Prince Harry wanted. But they can't. So, like, if they ask him right now, he'll actually accept it because that's all that he wanted. He just wanted his children to be protected. He wanted to still be a royal, but he's part-time, or he's not full-time. He's just like the other people. Like, you know how many royals are in the family, but they're not heavily part-time. They're not doing a lot. They just show up to all the parties and they just do their part. That's all that he wanted because he knew that he wasn't going to become king. And also, there's something about the monarchy, like, I don't feel like something about the monarchy that's going to be changing. The world as we know it is going to be changing. Politics and the rules in the UK is going to be changing, but that's another reading, and that's more for a world prediction. It's not coming anytime soon, but within the next 5 to 8 years, there's going to be a shift. If they approach Prince Harry now, he'll accept the offer. But here's the thing, their pride, they're not, and here's the thing, the Queen wants the council to approach him. The Queen is trying to plead her case. The Queen is saying, make this right. And even though she's the Queen, she doesn't have that much power as we think. She's the Queen. She has power. But it's like, there's this council, there's these group of people, she consults with them and they call the shots. Yeah. It's a man. It's a man. They don't want to approach Harry. They feel that he's disobedient. They feel that he is insulting the crown. They feel that he is being very disrespectful. The Queen knows that things are going to get worse. The Queen knows that. So she's like, make it right with him. Just give him what he wants. That's the Queen's energy. She's not in this reading too much, but she shows up as the High Priestess reverse. And this is actually her seeing that she made a mistake. She's not innocent here either. She could have stopped this because she is the Queen. She could have stopped this, but she didn't. So because the High Priestess card is reversed, it's like, I should have listened to my intuition. So now it's like she's backpedaling or she's trying to make it right. So she's actually pleading with them, King of Wands reversed, the Sun reversed, Page of Cups reversed, under the High Priestess card. She's pleading with them, talk to them now, make it right now. Let's just do what we have to do, make it right. Make it so. Make it right. Because another thing, like they said in the interview, they pay the media in the UK to put out good news about them. They do all of that. They make it so. And because they've been exposed for tarnishing Meghan Markle, they're not going to be saying a lot of crazy stuff about her too much. So it kind of leaves them in this limbo. And then you have people that I predicted that wants to come out saying, he did this, she did that. I was having an affair, all of that stuff. It's like because of this interview, the cat's out the bag. It's like everything's going to go crazy. They don't have control of the situation right now. As much as they think they have control, they don't have control. So the Queen, from what I'm picking up on, she's telling them, talk to him. But they're not going to do it. And by the time they show up to Prince Harry, it's going to be too late. Prince Harry's already going to be accustomed to civilian life. It will take him half of this year to adjust, slowly but surely. But by the time they come back, he's going to be like, I don't need this shit. I really don't need this shit. Yeah, the 4 of Cups, reverse. It's like he's thinking about it, but it's like, I don't need this. Y'all should have seen 9 of Swords. He's going to be over it. 9 of Swords reverse. Meaning I'm no longer overthinking it. I'm no longer freaking out. And again, if it means that his wife doesn't get the love and support Nine of Pentacles reversed, then he's not for it. Page of Pentacles, they're going to try to give him that offer, but he sees it as, you guys are trying to put me back in change, because the Devil card is about what pulls you in, what keeps you, okay, what keeps you swallowed up. Knight of Wands. You see, and they're going to keep asking. They say no. They come in, he says no. They come in again, Ace of Pentacles. The Strength card here, and then the Queen steps in. It's like she's gonna send people before she shows up. So this isn't over. This is just the beginning. Now, is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, are they safe? And shout out to Tyler Perry. Okay, shout out to Tyler Perry for what he did. That's amazing. He took them in when all of that happened and gave them his security. Shout out to Tyler Perry. That was very nice of him. Will they be safe? The Eight of Swords. They are safe, but they're limited to what they can and can't do. They can't just be... So they're going to be making their money through Zoom calls, webinars. They're not going to be doing a lot of things in person or doing a lot of public appearances. They're actually being guided to not do a lot of public appearances for a year. They need to just lay low. That doesn't mean that they're not going to be out and about. They will be out and about, just not to where we can see it. I actually feel that they're going to be going out late at night. Meghan Markle is going to be showing him around to places that are low-key. I don't want to say much because they're showing me the restaurant they're going to be at. I'm not going to say much because I don't want people disturbing that. But they're going to be hopping from place to place. I see them camping. I see them just quietly living their life. Quietly. That's what I see. That's going to happen. Sweet. They're safe, but they're limited to what they can do. They're safe, but they're limited to what they can do. They can't just be out and about. Okay. Yeah. There's a decision coming up for Prince Harry. I'm telling you, the family's going to be approaching him. They're going to be approaching him. Renegotiating is what I keep hearing. Okay. Now, why did Kate Middleton make Meghan Markle cry? So let's talk. You know something? I never really vibed with Kate Middleton. Never did. Never did. Never did. Never did. And I knew something was off about that story. I knew something was off about it, but I just didn't look into it because, you know, I'm in America and it just didn't dawn on me to look into that. But I remember doing a reading on it and I said they have their differences. I remember saying that. And what I will say is I stand by everything I have said in the past about the two of them. Because I have brought them up. I have brought up their tension before. I did. This is why I'm really encouraging you guys to watch those last videos because it was briefly discussed, but I didn't dive in too deep. So let's see. The Seven of Swords. There's a lot of jealousy from Kate Middleton's part. The Six of Cups reversed. Okay, yeah. Six of Cups, children. She didn't like, I think, was her daughters or children the flower girl or ring boy or whatever at a wedding? She didn't like what they were wearing. Kate Middleton chose the dresses or the outfits. She didn't like what they were wearing. She didn't like what they were wearing. And the reason why it was hurtful is because a lot of money was spent. And it was last minute to make that change. And what she wanted her children to wear, something very weird like that. Very weird, like, I don't like what they're wearing. I don't like this. I don't think it's appropriate. No, I don't like it. Like, just talking, like, just, and the thing is, she would say stuff in a soft voice, so it never comes off like she's being mean, but she is being mean. It's not her wedding. And she's saying what she doesn't like, what's not going to happen. Well, they're not walking in this wedding, or that's not what's happening. I don't want them to wear that. I made it very clear this is what I want them to wear. It's something to do with clothing. It's weird. Yeah, and it rubbed Meghan the wrong way. It did. And I keep picking up I keep messing up their names. Kate Middleton was in a bad mood that day. She was being very passive aggressive, and she was also being very short with Meghan. So again, changing the flower girl and the ring barriers outfits, changing their outfits is no problem. The problem that I'm seeing is that it was short notice. It would have been a hassle to run around and get it. Meghan Markle, she is very sensitive, and she is very she gets triggered very fast. So because it was a very like hectic time for her, Kate Middleton's little meltdown wasn't necessary. Kate Middleton was in a bad mood. Now, to Kate Middleton's defense, she did apologize with the Knight of Cups being here, but they were never the same, because it's like, I didn't do anything to you and you're throwing me all of this negative energy. 7 of Pentacles. And this is actually, Kate Middleton tried to make it right. And I do feel that Meghan Markle received it, and they tried to make amends. They tried. But the vibes were really weird. They're water and oil. They don't mesh very well. They're cordial. I wouldn't say they're enemies, but they're cordial. Yeah, no. It's a no for me. It's a no. They're cordial, and that's just where it's at. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing in the tarot cards. Will Prince Andrew get arrested? King of Cups, 3 of Cups. 3 people are going to be coming out. 3 people will be sharing their stories. I think that's what they're trying to suppress the world. He could get away with it, guys. Sorry, I wish I could say that he would get arrested. And no, it looks like they're gonna do a good job. But like, it's like he's still going to be under the watchful eye. He's going to lose a title or 2. He might even lose duties in the palace, because it's gonna get really embarrassing and messy. But I don't see him getting locked up. I just see the case being ongoing. It's just going to keep happening behind closed doors. Like, there's not going to be a solution right away, the way that people want there to be a solution. You see that a lot of money is going to have to be paid out, like a settlement. And it's just going to be ongoing. And they're going to drag this out so he doesn't get locked up. But I do see that they're going to be stripping away of his titles slowly but surely. The more embarrassing that it gets, the queen is going to step in. Yeah. Okay. Let me look into how did Meghan Markle see Oprah? Now, honestly, with Meghan Markle, I mean, she was saying that she didn't know much about the royal family. I'm a 90s baby, and I know about the royal family. All I'm gonna say. I love me some Meghan Markle, but that was the only thing that I was like, you didn't know about them, or you didn't do your research, or you just walked in. And you know something? She walked in because I'm getting married to a prince. I'm about to walk in and make change. They're gonna love me. Okay, Meghan, girl. Alrighty. That was a nice little laugh. But okay. I get it. He cute. He's a prince. You know, you're about to be a duchess. Your kids are gonna have titles. I ain't mad at you, sis. You thought that was gonna be your life. You got excited like any girl would. Shit, you're marrying a prince. But if you know your history, it was nothing to get excited about. But again, being starstruck, he's a prince. The most powerful family, one of the most powerful families in the world. I'm not going to get at her too much because I understand that type of excitement. But I even knew about them, and I was born in the 90s. So I'm just saying. How does she feel? Okay. How does she feel about Oprah? Oprah was very don't hold back. It's like before they started filming, she was making it very clear. Don't hold back. Say what you have to say. Meghan Markle, she naturally has her guard up with people now more than ever. Oprah will start receiving death threats, but Oprah doesn't care. Oprah doesn't care. They ain't gonna do shit to Oprah. She doesn't care. Justice. Yeah, they're gonna try to say some stuff about Oprah. They're gonna try to like weird stuff like people, you said this, you had this interview, Oprah's not gonna care. But overall, with the energy, Meghan Markle, she definitely knew that Oprah wanted to get her views up. She wanted to have this interview. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they were approached by other people to have the interview, but they specifically chose Oprah. And Oprah did do a good job. Meghan Markle, there were moments she was uncomfortable because she didn't know what Oprah was going to ask her, but she did answer all of the questions honestly. There were parts of the interview where Meghan Markle did not want to look like she was gaining something from this. She didn't want... I will say with this interview, Meghan Markle did express that she was the victim, which she was, because I'm not taking away from what she'd been through, and they should have protected her more. However, she didn't want to admit to what I said about being excited to be a part of power. She's not going to admit that. And that's okay. I'm not, I ain't God. I'm not, it's fine, right? But she's not going to admit it because it's embarrassing. You have to be living under a rock to not know who Princess Diana was. And she knows who she is, but from everything she's been through, her interviews. Come on. Come on. And Princess Diana was white. She wasn't exempt. Y'all get where I'm going? She wasn't exempt. May she rest in peace. She's a white woman. Was not exempt. And they dragged her. They were mentally draining towards her. So I'm not exactly sure why Meghan thought that she was going to be safe. The family can't protect you too much. It's the council that has to also protect you. It's the institution. It's the palace. It's the monarchy. You may have gotten the thumbs up from the queen, but not the monarchy themselves. And then you got Kate Middleton, who's jealous because she thought she was going to have that star power like Diana did. But no, Meghan had it. She walked into a room and everybody was melting. Just saying. Not taking away from Kate Middleton's grace, but there's a certain level of star power that certain people have. Anything else that I'm missing? They're going to be safe. They're going to make good money. And they will be approached again to go back into the royal family with new conditions and new terms. And if they do accept the offer, they won't make the announcement until 2022 because it will be too soon to do it now. It will be too messy to do it now. It will look like damage control. But even in a year from now, it will still look like damage control. But at least we'll all just kind of be over it. And then Meghan Markle had that whole guy, like he had a whole meltdown, stormed off of that Good Morning talk show. I forgot his name. I mean, we're not going to pull cards. Anybody who's anybody can see that he's very bitter and he's very upset that Meghan Markle was not interested in him. So we're not pulling cards on that. I mean, it's safe to say he's very, very bitter and very, very upset. And throwing a temper tantrum and, whatever. Just... Anyway, will they go back to the palace? Two of Pentacles. Will they go back That's the Queen. All confused. She also forgets things. She doesn't have a good memory. She forgets things. Will they go back? The Magician, the Two of Swords. If they do, I'm going to give it 2022 or 2 years from now. If they don't approach Prince Harry now, then no. There's also a Netflix series coming up for Prince Harry too, like his life after the royal family. We're going to actually see Prince Harry traveling the world a lot when the energy calms down. I keep seeing him hiking, trying different foods. He's really going to be experiencing different cultures. Meghan Markle will come to some of them, not all of them. But Prince Harry, he's always wanted to do this. He is going to be finishing the work that his mother did with philanthropy. That's here in the reading too. So if they don't approach him now and make it right, he's not coming back. He's not. And they will keep trying and 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 trying. So it's up in the air. It's up in the air. Alrighty. Oh, wait. Who said that about that baby? Now, they're really worried about the color of that child's skin, and they have a whole predator. And you know what? Whatever. 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 Can't make this shit up. It's just whatever. Who said it? Charles. No. Royals in the family. Men royals in the family. Let's see. No. Men and royals in the family. No. Someone that lives in the palace. Okay. The monarchy. Yes, but somebody approached the monarchy about it. King of Cups. So it's a male that said it. Okay. We're getting closer. Did a female say it? A female also agreed with the male. By the way, it's a reading. It's all alleged. You don't have to believe anything I say. You don't have to. It's okay. Did a woman say it? A woman didn't say it, but like when this person said it, it became a domino effect of everybody wondering, and it became gossip. So I wouldn't say a woman said it. Okay. Definitely a man. Was it Kamala? Wait, that's not her. Is that her name? Was it Camilla? That's her name, Camilla? Was it Camilla? I never liked Camilla either. I never liked her. Was it Charles? Let's see if it was Charles. Was Charles? Prince Charles? Was it Prince Charles? Okay. Was it Prince William? Was it Prince William? Prince Charles, Prince William. Prince Charles, Prince William. Prince William didn't say it. But he was a part of the conversation. I'm going to say it was Prince Charles and the wife, from what I'm seeing. His little wife that he disrespected Princess Diana for. You see, I'm a 90s baby and I knew about that shit. And I'm probably saying her name wrong. But anyways, looked like it was Prince Charles, based on what these cards are saying. And Prince William was talking about it. So technically, it's like you're guilty in association for even having that conversation. Which explains why there's conflict and beef between the father and Prince William. It's like they were all talking about it. But you guys are not talking about your predator family member or whatever he is. Okay. Whatever. Yes, whatever it is. It is what it is, right? Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and tell me how you felt about this reading. And I will be back with another celebrity psychic reading. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.